Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful day up here in Washington State. The reason we're up here is because we've got some good news to announce. Now, earlier this year in January, we announced Ken's free agent status, but since then, we've laid kind of low, relatively. But now, today's the day, baby.
I did lay low, but I did go out and race one car and got second overall at 100 Acre Wood. Welcome back, buddy. But now we actually get to finally announce a bunch of partnerships. So it's going to be a wild and fun 2021 for me and the team, racing 7 events of the American Rally Championship, but also racing a Porsche and the East African Safari Classic Rally. And I'm taking on the Baja 1000 in a trophy truck with Jack's Redline. It's a big year, and there's actually still a few more things in works that we're not able to announce yet, but some very exciting things on the way too. So big program, big year. Actually stoked to be working with several different OEMs. And the first one, which is what we're out here testing today, is this car here, the Subaru WRX STi, prepared by Vermont Sports Car, that I'll be in for 6 events in the ARA Championship. So we finally get to release our brand new It's a Living livery today. So quite exciting. But as you can see, we're finally showing the entire livery today on this car, done by the artist It's a Living. Ricardo did an incredible job on all the art for the entire livery. It has been great to work with, and we talked him into coming out today at our first test to take a ride, so I get to hopefully scare the crap out of him at the end of the day here at the test.
And talking about artists right now, we actually had another one of our artist friends step in and make some really cool stuff for this car right here.
Yeah, it's Ash Thorpe digitally rendered this car for some incredible launch images. And he's also done the Tuthill Porsche that I'll be racing in Africa. So we have one image of that also. So let's cut to that.
And this marks, is it the first time since 2009 that you've been campaigning a Subaru, right?
Yeah, 2009 was the last year that I raced in a Subaru with Vermont Sports Car and the Subaru factory team. I went on and raced with Ford for 11 years, did WRC, World Rallycross, and a bunch of Gymkhana videos, but I always enjoyed my time with Subaru. Subaru has a great history and rally, and in those short 4 years that I spent in a Subaru, I had a great history. I won my first national rally in a Subaru. I had my first real ain't care moment at the main rally in a Subaru. Jumped 171 feet for the Stunt Junkies show, which was super gnarly. I did my first 2 Gymkhana videos in the Subaru. I actually raced against Colin McRae in 2 different X Games and got a couple medals in a Subaru, and luckily enough, being able to race against Colin was incredible because he's one of the biggest inspirations for me as to why I rally.
First video game.
Oh yeah, Dirt 2, the video game. So back in the day, I actually raced with Travis Pastrana. I was the second driver of the Subaru team, and it was always very cool racing with Travis. And there's actually a great photo of him and I side by side jumping what looks like kind of a mini motocross tabletop, I think in 2006 at the Rim of the World Rally. And I have a lot of fond memories racing with Travis back then. But since then, he and I have raced against each other in rally and rallycross, but more on like a one-off event basis. So it's very cool for me to be back in a Subaru racing but against Travis and Brandon and the factory team in a very similar car. So I think it's going to be very good for the fans to watch, very entertaining, but also three very different personalities racing a lot of other talented drivers here in ARA.
So this will be the first time that Ken has taken on the ARA championship, or at least gunning for it for the full thing since what, 2013?
Yeah, so the last time I actually raced a full time in a Subaru was 2009, but the last year I raced full time was 2013. And we had a brand new car at the time and had a couple of DNFs early in the season. Then to win the championship, I had to basically win all the rest of the 4 events. And I won 3 of them, and it came down to the last race, LSPR, which stands for Lake Superior Performance Rally in Michigan. And on the last day, one of the last stages, I had one of the biggest crashes of my career. And I just tried to go flat out through a corner that wasn't quite flat out in my notes. And all I did was went a little bit wide and caught a little hole that was hidden in some weeds and just sent me tumbling down the stage. So I've raced a couple one-off events here and there, like 100 Acre Wood a few times, but this is my first time back for almost a full championship. I'm not actually racing the entire championship, only 7 of the 9 events. Unfortunately, one of my biggest competitors, Travis Pastrana, has already won 2 events, so I'm actually already in a pretty big hole. I do have 1 second against his 2 firsts. All I can do is go out, drive as quick as I can, and try and see if I can gain some points back on him in the next 6 events. And not that easy, by the way. I raced a totally different car at the first event and got 2nd overall. Now I'm in this car. I'm going to have 1 major day of testing before this race, but that's not enough time to get ready for racing a championship in a brand new car. But it is what it is. It's racing. We'll go out and do the best that I can and enjoy it. Alex Gelsomino will be my co-driver sitting next to me. As always, we're just going to go for it. So this car is a brand new WRX STi built by Vermont Sports Car. And when I say brand new, I mean brand spanking new. Subaru did have a little incident last year where one of their cars, driven by Travis Pastrana at the time, burned to the ground.
Middle of it. Junction left.
They were in process of building this car, and it was not ready until this event. So when I hop in it here in about 10 minutes to rip down the stage, it will be the first time it's actually driven in anger on gravels. It is beautiful to look at right now. No dust, no nothing.
It is pristine, and it's so clean.
Vermont Sports Car puts together a very nice package. The finish, the packaging, it's really quite beautiful. If you look around, there's actually, now that we can see the livery, there is some very nice details that Ricardo did for me on the livery. So it's an entire package. There is the base pattern that says Tire Slayer that, you know, we've even sold as a poster piece of art. But there's nice details like this HHIC. There's a giant Just Ain't Care on the roof. Even on the back here, there's another version of the Just Ain't Care that's a sticker, and you can see it there. Some very cool details that he's put together in all that. And obviously you can see my name and number here on the back.
Oh yeah.
So I really love the stuff that he's done for us, and it's come together very nicely on the car.
I may have snagged one of these a little early from our shipping department, but this is actually, I don't know if you saw this, but here, take it. This is the shirt that matches your roof that's coming out when this episode drops in a day.
Yep, very nice.
Hey, Ken, you're a great cameraman, bro.
No, I'm not.
By the way, this is my favorite part. I'm stoked for you. I think all of us want to hear this thing bounce off the 2-step and get going.
Yeah, let's get to some testing.
Short over crest E, 150, right 6 plus short 100, right 6 plus opens long, tightens 4, E2, left 4 minus 2, right 6 short 70, 5, right 4 plus 10, left 3 tightens 2 plus 20, left 4 1, 4, right 5, tightens 4 minus long, 200, into right 6, 150, Porsche crest into left 5 minus, tightens 4 plus, don't. Into right 5 minus, 150, left 5 short, tightens 3 at junction. Into left 4 plus, opens, 100, crest, 30, left 6 plus, 150. Left 6 into crest, tightens in, left 50, left 6 plus, 70, left 5 plus in, into right 6 plus short, 150, left 5 plus, late, 30 right 5 plus, tightens 4.
This is It's a Living, aka Ricardo Gonzalez. This is the man responsible for this livery. How do you think it looks on the car?
Looks amazing. Looks amazing, man. Like, just to see in person, the colors, everything. I'm super stoked.
Yo, so you gonna ride with Ken?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Yeah.
These guys go really fast. So let's see how it goes. I'll be really scared.
Did you ever see the episode where I rode with Ken for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, man. Oh. Okay. Okay. I was hoping you hadn't.
No, that's why I know what I'm signing for.
Alright, you ready?
Let's do it.
There you go.
Man, that was amazing. Amazing.
Hey, well, it's very cool for me to be able to work with someone like you, but not only have you do all the work we do, but then come out and enjoy it, right?
Oh my god, so much fun.
This is why we do it.
Well, how was it?
We're just gonna fuel up. We're gonna go again.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so amazing. It's like a video game. It does. Like, I just feel like I need the controller and I feel like I'm driving it. Not that good actually. Man, that is so sick.
It's wild, right?
It's wild.
Hell yeah.
I love it. I thought I was gonna be really scared, to be honest.
It's surprisingly safe, right?
It is very safe. Can't block.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just so fun, and to hear the motor, like the gas and the smell.
Is there anything surprising?
It's pretty surreal. Like, man, you kill it. Like, it's strange because I felt like I was gonna be really scared, but once it took off, I had really like a lot of fun. I really enjoyed
Yeah?
the ride. Like, it was amazing. But it's a good shake, you know, like like the adrenaline and like fun.
At the end, he's like, "I think I want to race a car now."
Maybe not. Maybe it's just shotgun.
Maybe you
Much-
do.
Much more fun.
Maybe you should, man.
No, that was a lot of fun. It was a good day of testing. To go from like 0 to the end of the day testing, I got a lot more familiar with the car, made a lot of changes. So I was able to drive with this guy flat out with no co-driver. I'm just that comfortable in the car now. I still need another 500 miles to really be properly set up in this car, but I think for now, going into the first event racing this car, There's not much more I can do unless we had 2 more days of testing. Back in the Subaru, ready to race. Looking forward to it. I'm stoked to have this guy out.
Thank you, man.
Here, do this. You know, it's always fun to be able to take the guy that helps us design everything for the year. Beautiful livery, great graphics. Be able to see the smile he has coming out of the car. So that's very cool. So let's actually roll the schedule so we can see all the dates and everything I'm doing, but it's great. Bunch of events here in America and East African Classic Safari Rally and Baja 1000. So that's it.